So today I'm here with a book shopping, bookstore crawl vlog. That term is used very loosely here. A couple months ago, my best friend Sarah came down for a week and we hit a bunch of bookstores in one day. It was supposed to be this whole fun vlog thing. However, I had COVID in August and I did not get my voice back fully until October. And my voice is still kind of fucked up sometimes from it, but I literally could not talk from August to October, which was rough because it is literally my job to talk. I'm in customer service, so I'm forced to talk 8 hours a day. So because I couldn't talk, the vlog ended up being just B-roll shots. So I will show you that, and then I will show you everything that I bought that day. And then I will also show you pretty much everything that I've bought since my last haul. I can't believe I'm exposing myself on the internet like this, but I can't even lie. The literal day after I did the whole going to every Barnes in Columbus $400 book haul thing, I went to Sarah's house that weekend. The literal first thing we did as soon as I got there was go to Barnes. I unloaded my car and within 3 minutes, we were on the road to her Barnes. In my defense though, I did have a bunch of rewards to redeem from the previous haul, so who am I to not redeem a reward, you know? So I was just gathering my books for this part of the haul, and I remembered that we also got books at her Target that day as well. So LOL, oops. But the first one I got from Target was The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. And I have so many books that I'm just gonna rapid fire through them. We also got Half-Blood by Jennifer Armentrout. We book clubbed a couple of the From Blood and Ash books a couple years ago, and so we thought we would give this one a try, and it has really pretty purple edges too. First from Barnes, I picked up Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, and everyone loves this book, so I figured I would finally pull the trigger and go ahead and pick it up. And it's like a magical realism book about a coffee shop where I guess you can time travel anywhere just as long as you're back before your cup of coffee gets cold. I just think that's such a cool concept, so I'm very excited for this book. This is going to be a priority read in 2025. Super pumped. Also, it's raining out right now, and I had my window open because climate change. It's quite hot today for Ohio in December. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's more like ASMR vibes and not annoying. This one, if you've been around for my book videos for a while, you're gonna be like, Domi, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because I hated the first book in this series. Literally my least favorite book I've ever read in my life, which was Horror Hotel. But we're back with Cursed Cruise by Victoria Fulton and Faith McLaren. I just got it because Sarah got it, and just whatever, fuck it, I'll get it too. So I don't have high hopes for this, but we'll see. Next up I have They Wish They Were Us and They'll Never Catch Us by Jennifer Goodman. Literally no idea what these are about. However, I did read The Counselors by her over the summer, And I just love that book so much that she is an auto-buy author for me now. And then I got People to Follow by Olivia Worley. And this is about like influencers who go on a reality show. And it has very Big Brother gone wrong energy. And again, if you've been around a while, you know that Big Brother is my entire personality. So this was a definite buy. And then lastly from that trip, we've got The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. I looked up how to say that one time and then I forgot, so my bad. But I just got it because I needed another BOGO 50 book. But I feel like the movie is very much a 90s classic, so I'm excited to read the book and then watch the movie. It is everything that I got that day. So fast forward a few months to September when we did our big bookstore crawl. Sarah came down that week for a couple crew games, and so we planned like a whole bookstore crawl day. We had seen this bookstore called the Dollar Book Swap in Dayton, all over like TikTok and whatnot, and it looked so cool online. But for me personally, and what I like in a bookstore and what I like in books, that store is not my journey in life. So they did have a big selection, but it was very disorganized and it was all like old stuff. Like I saw one book from this century and I got it because it was the only book from this century that I could find. The whole experience was just very overstimulating and not at all enjoyable. So I personally would not recommend it and I would personally not go back. But if you like combing through things and if you like old books and whatnot, it would probably be really cool. But anyway, that's that. And I did pick up 2 books just because I felt like I had to since I drove all the way there, you know? So first I've got, okay, I just got this as like an LOL because I love Teen Wolf more than life itself. And this has nothing to do with Teen Wolf, but it's called Werewolves in Their Youth by Michael Chabon. And it's just like werewolf short stories, I guess. And so I got this just for the shits and gigs. And then I got Astrid Sees All by Natalie Standiford. And the only reason I got this, could not tell you what it's about. I think it's like about a girl in her 20s being messy, but I literally just got this because it's the only book in that entire warehouse that I could find from this century. So that's that. The trip wasn't a total bust though, because when we were driving back to Columbus, we saw a Frickers on the side of the highway, which is like one of the foundations of our friendship. We always went there in college. It's like a chain restaurant, but they aren't in Columbus and they aren't up where she is in northeastern Ohio either. We have Roosters in Columbus, and Roosters I like better than Frickers, but Frickers has the nostalgia factor. So we did go there. It was really good. So the whole trip wasn't a bust, but while we were there, we decided that we were going to go to the book Loft in Columbus. If you come to Columbus, you just simply have to go to the Book Loft. Like, there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you are a book lover, you have to go to the Book Loft. It's like a huge, like, city block long. It's got, I think, 32 different book rooms, and it's just really cool and really unique, and it's just so charming. And it's in German Village, which is a really cute area in Columbus. You've also got to go to Staff's Coffee next door if you go. But yeah, I got some really good picks there. So first I got a copy of The Great Gatsby, which is so pretty. It's like a fabric-y material, and like with the gold and the silver, it was just too pretty not to get. And it was only $9, so like obviously that was an immediate add to the bag. Next I got A Sweet Bitter by Stephanie Danler, and I love books about people being messy, and this definitely seems like it's going to be exactly that. And also it says it's a coming of age book, and that's my favorite genre of any form of media, so super stoked for that. Next I have Retro by Sophia Lapuente and Jared Schusterman, and the cover on this is so sick. It's a YA book, and it's about this challenge where the youths try to live without modern day technology, and shit goes down. So yeah, this seems like it'll be super fun. I've got The Twist of a Knife by Anthony Horowitz, and this is a murder mystery, and it's another one that Sarah and I got to book club together. I picked up from the Book Loft is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. This is one that I've seen around everywhere for a while, so I figured I might as well just go ahead and pick it up. So then after the Book Loft, we bopped over to the Half Price Books by my house because Sarah wanted to see if they had anything good there, and we both ended up getting Ghost Camera by Darcy Coates. However, Hannah from Hannah's Reading Realm hated this book, and now I'm scared. Like, not scared of the book, but scared that I'm gonna hate it. So we'll see how that goes. And so then the final stop of the day was the Barnes by my house, and I truly don't know what came over me in that store because I got so many books and not a single one of them was a BOGO 50. It was just a full double down Domi situation. And this first book is an even bigger double down Domi situation. So I got Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, and I already have the hardback version of this. I have not read it yet, but the Barnes & Noble exclusive was just too freaking pretty to not get. So here we are. I still have 2 full stacks of books to go through in this video, so I'm just gonna start rapid firing these. But also from Barnes, I got Better by Far by Hazel Hayes. I thought the cover of this was really cool. I love those colors together. Then, what is this? We've got The Librarianist by Patrick DeWitt. I love the cover. This is so freaking cool. California Golden by Melanie Benjamin. And this is a coming of age book set in California in the 60s during like the rise of surf culture. The Champions by Kara Thomas, and finally Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice by Katie Cicatelli-Kook. I don't know. All right, so that was everything that I picked up on our bookstore crawl, and now I'm going to haul everything else that I've gotten since then. So first I got Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Ablom, which is another coming of age book, so I know I'm going to love this one. Next I got The Outsiders 50th Anniversary Edition, and The Outsiders is my favorite book, always has been, always will be. My cat is named Soda Pop. Like, I just love The Outsiders so much. It is my entire personality, and I will literally die if I don't see the Broadway musical immediately. It's such a pretty edition. Like, I had to get it, and like the inside is super cool as well. So then I got two books by Frederick Backman. First I've got Anxious People, and I got this one because people on Reddit said that it had Love Actually vibes, not in like the theme sense, but in the a bunch of strangers with interconnecting stories sense, and I love that shit, so I'm very excited for this. Then I got Beartown, which has been on my wish list for like 3 years at this point, and no one has gotten it for me for my birthday or Christmas yet, so I took matters into my own hands. But I think this is going to be a good January read, but it's about a small town where the hockey team has like all the glory and shit goes down. And then I picked up Is She Really Going Out With Him by Sophie Cousins because I read The Good Part and I loved it. So I feel like she's an auto-buy author for me now. And then I got Writers and Lovers by Lily King. It's a coming of age book set in the 90s. And if there's anything that I love more than a coming of age book or story, it's a coming of age story that takes place in the 90s. So super pumped for this one. Next up, I've got North is the Night by Emily Rath. And this one I fully forgot that I even ordered because it was a pre-order. But it's so pretty. It's massive though, so I am scared of it. Can we talk about this cover though? Like, are you freaking kidding me? That is beautiful. And not that it needs to be said, but there's a wolf on it, and that's one of the reasons why I got it. But it is just so pretty. And it seems like a very women's empowerment book, so we love to see it. I got One Day by David Nichols, which is about two people who meet up on the same day every year for like 20 years. And I watched the first episode on Netflix and it was a 10 out of 10, but then I stopped watching it because I wanted to read the book first. So this is also going to be a 2025 priority read for me. I'm so stoked for this, but I know it's going to ruin me. Then I got Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison, which is a like festive romance. And then I've got Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. And then I got Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And she's an auto-buy read for me as well after Daisy Jones. Like, I will buy anything she writes. And then a novel love story by Ashley Poston. And after The Dead Romantics, she is also an auto-buy author for me. So yeah, let me know if there are any books that you love that you think I should read first out of this haul. But yeah, thank you again for watching and hanging out today. All of my socials will be linked down below, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully, if you're not tired of me. All right, later days.